welcome to Automotive Logistics and Supply Chain Mexico 2025. I'm Richard Logan, and I'm joined here on the red sofa by Francisco Bravo, Senior Director of Supply Chain at Audi México. Francisco, welcome.
Thank you very much for the kind invitation. I really love to be here again.
Excellent. Francisco, you've just given a compelling keynote all about improving productivity. And in that you said productivity is no longer a goal, it's an operating condition. Can you elaborate a little bit on what that means for you and your organization?
Definitely. As you know, well, we have been facing disruptions without any end in the last 2 years. And with this, we have to really improve and focus on doing more with less. But at the other time, in the other hand, we really need to focus way more on how to attend these disruptions that are happening and that are having a bigger influence from the previous one in our daily operations. So we really need to focus on those ones and also create the opportunity and the playbooks and the processes and standardize in a way that we can react to that.
Yeah, excellent. You in your keynote, you highlighted distance, complexity, and processes as key cost differentiators. Can you talk about how you're addressing that with your strategies in order to build more resilience while also a leaner and competitive supply chain?
Definitely. So we are analyzing now the routes of the material, improving those routes, also optimizing our transport lines so that we can get more for what we are paying at the moment and how to improve our processes. On the other hand, it means also reducing complexity, but not only in our processes, also complexity in our product. And complexity in the product means also satisfying the customer demands for individualization and high availability of equipment, but on the other hand, also reducing the amount of parts that we are dealing in the supply chain in a way that we do not jeopardize the quality, we do not jeopardize the quality of our premium products, but really to create a better supply chain.
Yeah, and you've mentioned there the rising complexity, the near constant challenges over the last few years in the post-pandemic era, and yet Audi Mexico has still managed to have some serious gains in supply chain performance. Can you share some examples of these gains and what's been the key drivers in achieving them?
As we mentioned during the presentation, so creating the backbone of standardized processes, but still yet to be able to function in a flexible way for this kind of environment give us the opportunity to create, for example, improvements in water usage. We have been improving 70% our water usage in the company. On the other hand, we have more than 250 ideas that have become a project to optimize our supply chain and create really optimizations in our processes that makes us today more efficient than 2 or 3 years ago in real terms. Taking out, of course, the one-time effects and macroeconomics, we are today more efficient in all the processes of supply chain than we were 5 years ago.
Yeah, excellent. And digitalization is becoming increasingly important, a core pillar of transformation of the supply chain. What are some of the tools, be it AI or others, that you're starting to use and integrate, and how are they impacting your operations and
what we are doing is we are trying to create pilots, and we are creating now pilots of agentic AI. We are using them to analyze big amount of data from our inbound, in-house, and outbound processes. And of course, we are trying to predict the next disruption. We are trying to create and analyze patterns that allows us to improve our processes, and how do we react to those disruptions in a better way, in an early manner, so that we can be faster than the disruption and adapt our processes to that.
Yeah, and we've maybe finally we've agreed that the disruptions are near constant these days, and the next challenge, the next disruption is just around the corner. But what are some of the innovations and partnerships that you're looking for to best support you moving forward to help Audi and you achieve these goals?
Definitely is in two ways. External, with our external partners, is definitely improve communication and improve the network and the sharing of data, the sharing of these scenarios, so how to react when the disruption comes, and how do we do it together. But also internally, creating the competency to analyze and to know how to request from this technology that are emerging right now, which is artificial intelligence, automation, and any other. So, because you can have the best dashboard, but if the people doesn't know how to use it or how to decide in base of the information that they see, it doesn't help. So those are the two core parts that we are focusing right now. So how do we strengthen communication internally and externally, and creating the right know-how so that we create this resilience that we need in the group to be more productive.
Perfect. Collaboration for greater resiliency. That's a great message to end on. Thank you so much. Some fantastic insights here from Francisco Bravo, and plenty more to come here on the Red Sofa. But for now, hasta luego.
Muchas gracias.